Fear Evolved gets a release date. Golden Fish are back in ARK. And could we be seeing the arrival of a fan favourite modded creature to the base game? You're right, kids, it's Raasclark, and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and let's get into it. So, hello, Community Crunch 431. You've graced us with a date, told us about the new revived fan favourite event of all year round when it comes to ARK, and historically ARK Survival Evolved. Fear Evolved now finally coming to its Ascended format, and hopefully with everything you've come to love from the previous iterations, such as these things, Dodo Rexes that are in the dark, there we go, now breathing fire, zombie dodos, skeletons, skins, hopefully spiders crawling the maps once again, pumpkins illuminating the foliage, the dodo wyvern, and the ability to tame your own zombie wyverns. Ghost skins, a lot usually comes packed with this event, and we got a date for its Ascended format. It's coming in at the 30th, quite late. Later than perhaps we all expected. Kind of thought we'd get it a bit earlier than this date announced, though it does seem to be making up for it for the extension it runs until, which will be the 13th of November, sporting a brand new Fear Ascended logo. And you too in the community kind of felt the same about this. Why is it dropping so late this time around? Well, community manager Dolly explains that they're on a very tight dev pipeline with a huge amount of upcoming content, and they're doing their best, basically. But what content? Well, as the devs say, there's a lot going behind the curtain at Wildcard as they gear up for their favourite event of the year, Fear Ascended, and you know, Extra Life is only 2 weeks away as well. There's a lot going on for that one too. But with shadows creeping ever closer, get ready to sink your claws into this one with more reveals about this event and what to expect in the next Community Crunch. But in a now deleted tweet by the community manager, it was mentioned in the Discord that they're excited about something else in Fear Evolved that they can't bloody talk about. And a lot of you out there are speculating somehow, maybe I'm missing even more information because you told me this one, that you believe it to be a brand new boss arriving with this version of Fear Evolved, now Fear Ascended. And if that's the case, well, it can really only mean one thing, surely. This stuff of nightmares bad boy, the Dodo Reaper, been a fan favourite in the modding community for the longest time ever. It's seen in a bunch of different mods throughout ASE, now available to check out yourself in modded form on ASA. And I got a feeling this is probably what it's going to be. It makes sense, right, that you've got a unique creature with the island, with, of course, the Dodo Rex, Scorched Earth, with the Dodo Wyvern. Why not? It makes sense. The Dodo Reaper on Aberration. I think this is possibly the secret reveal we're going to get with this year's Fear Ascended. The question is, if it even is this, will you be able to tame it? I'm betting not. I'm probably expecting if it is this, there's not a chance it's going to be tameable, because if you've seen this thing in its current iteration, and if it performs like how the current modded ones perform, monster, dirty, can't see it happening. But you never know. The Dodo Rex is available to tame temporarily during the Turkey Trials event. The Dodo Wyvern isn't, and I can't see this happening. But you never know, right? And again, it could not be this, it might not be this, but if there's something that the devs are excited about, and this rumor about it being a boss that I wish I had some actual factual evidence to present to you to say, look, it's going to be a boss, but a lot of people are telling me this, so I'm going off word of mouth alone on this premise. It makes sense for it to be this. Just let's ground that one. This is simply me just putting a good guess out there. Either way, I definitely share the opinion of the devs of this being the best event ARK does all year round. I think it's simply just down to so much content available with this one, and they just do it well. You know, scary survival game makes scary survival game go scary, right? And with this, of course, the precious zombie wyverns that you can tame, the only time you can tame these during this event. I assume we're going to get these once again, though the devs haven't said anything about that. Custom drops, of course, a bunch of different skins. It's the best one by far. Can't wait to see this one when it drops, and of course I'll be doing some stuff on that when that arrives. Watch this space. And with that, you'd be forgiven in remembering, recalling that there was this Unreal 5.4 update that was meant to come to ARK at some point, making it approximately 20% better in overall performance, with some memory management, reduction of hitching, installing, and graphical uplifts. And you're all out there asking, what the hell happened to that? We got the frame gen thing. What happened to the Unreal 5.4 thing? Well, the devs did say, whilst we've got this frame interpolation update, of which it's fully carried out, and I think overall it seems to be running better for people out there in the wild. I'm getting feedback from most of the community. You're finding a slight improvement in performance. The 5.4 update, something I'm definitely looking forward to more than the frame interpolation update when that was coming, is planned for between October the 15th and November the 15th. So there's still a long way to go on when we might actually get this. Dolly said in a reply within their Discord that they'll have some info on this soon. And my guess, with us having this up to November the 15th window, maybe, possibly, we might see this for the first time during the Extra Life events, with hopefully the devs showcasing how much of an improvement it's going to make, right? It's definitely a feature they could drop within this event on November the 2nd, where we've got a lot of assumptions, guesses on what exactly they might be revealing during this special 24-hour event they do every year. But hey, until then, you know, the Archelon came out a few days ago, the latest edition from ARK Editions, from Mr. Garuga, talented dude who makes creative, awesome looking creatures. In fact, now for me has definitely made the Carbon Mummers a bit of a paler comparison. That thing, turtle, OG turtle, needs definitely an update, because this thing looks glorious, beautiful. The saddle alone, exquisite. The oxygen it gives, breathing life into people who don't have scuba on them, and a lot of other treats under the hood that we've been taking a long look at to provide a full in-depth video. So look out for that one, especially what algae can do and how tanky they are if you're planning to use them for PvP. But with that, we got a brand new patch fixing a bunch of different things, introducing new ways to make ARK run just that little bit better and improve some things that we've been waiting to improve for a very long time. The first one, of course, Xbox Series S players rejoice. I have seen you comment about this on perhaps every single news video we do, and I can see why, right? Since Scorched Earth came out, you haven't been able to see any single drop at all anywhere. I guess it's somehow related to a setting that you can turn off on PC. I know there's a few things you can do to do that end if you're on PC, and I'm guessing whatever that was switched off with the arrival of this map. And Xbox Series S players obviously has kind of sucked for you guys out there not knowing where the heck drops are, but now finally Wildcard have fixed that one for you. So a little bit of rejoice on that one. I'm sure it'll be met to some wonderfully accepting ears of that, though I am certainly worried on how Xbox Series S is going to perform with ARK in the years to come. The Series S is known as lesser performing piece of hardware, and as a result, you know, there's this obvious separation between how well games perform on the Series S and the full-blown Xbox. So the fact we're already encountering scene issues that are happening on just the Series S does concern me for the road ahead. And, you know, things like Gen 2 that if you was on PlayStation, especially back with that one, and I think Xbox was pretty bad with it too. Well, it didn't run very well at all if you attempted to try and fight Rockwell. And I assume with ever more demanding maps as time ticks on, how is the Series S going to perform with that when we get there? But something that is performing well, holy hell, it's actually happened. I tested it, it's happened. Golden fishes are now a thing in ARK. Whoa, woo! Like, come now, do you realize this thing has never worked since Ascended has dropped? I have been awaiting golden fishes for the longest time ever, and it's here. Despite Wildcard attempting to patch this time and time again, I've seen like a few moments where they've attempted to patch it, and for some reason it just hasn't come through to at least single player anyway. It's here, it's working, I can confirm it, we're seeing it there. Golden fishes, you can finally get them if you use a seagull to snatch fishes out of the water. But what do they do, right? Because you might not know, seeing that you haven't been able to check these out for a year. Well, with each one grabbed with a seagull, it'll give you more raw prime fish meat or raw prime meat depending on the type of corpse, but its biggest use is the taming of Hesperornises and otters, the former especially being an absolutely punishing tame without these goldfishes, meaning you now have a new route to getting extraordinary kibble early on if you choose to via the Hesperornis route. So wyverns are already available now, so is it too late? Too late. But hey, they're here. Following another mod showcase, this time showing a bunch of different cool custom cosmetics, a range of different Halloween themed features, more metal tier items, and one particular mod that's definitely got me mind working, turning over, clocks thinking about what other similar mods we could see in the future. An illuminating trait which allows any creature to get the light pet glow to debuff your reapers and so on for Aberration, but definitely got me thinking, what else could we see trait wise in the modding scene in the future? A bunch of different overhaul mods, including Primal Nemesis, are already taking advantage of the trait system to create their own different sorts of creatures like Colossus creatures, pygmy creatures, traits such as riders can't get hurt off the saddle. But it does make me wonder what more cool, awesome creations could we find in the future with these. If I had to suggest something, I would like a trait for a creature to consistently poo on command. Eh? Because poop is useful, makes fertilizer early game. Think about that. Imagine that one. Imagine the possibilities. I want to see your possibilities. Comment below. And whilst you're commenting below, premium mods, they're on sale. 25% off every single premium mods you can play on ARK at the moment. You'll find all of them within the in-game store and will be running until October the 24th. So any of the mods you've possibly had an eye on, now's really the time to tuck in if you want to. We're trying to showcase a bunch of these at the moment, especially maps. We've checked out a load of different premium mods over the last few months as and when they've dropped. And with that, a big shout out to Reverb giving me a couple of codes to give away for the Power Rangers premium mod skin, which if you want to win yourself a code, comment below !morphing time, and I'll do a live draw on that during our live stream tomorrow. So good luck to anybody out there if you want to go. Yep. And that's your lot. Obviously, Extra Life is around the corner in 2 weeks. Looking forward to seeing more details on what to expect for that one. Don't forget, Studio Wildcard already have their page running where you can go ahead and donate some money to them straight away. And me and Aaron Longstaff are possibly planning something for this too. So until the next one, my name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, peace out.